Yeah, you know God is BroGawd.
And you know who it is, Blessit Nafay.
What can they expect on this upcoming project, this Manifest a Pack, and where did you get the name from?
Word. That's actually out right now on DSP.
What's understood, it don't gotta be explained. If you don't understand, then it's meant that way. What's understood, it don't gotta be explained. If you don't understand, then it's meant that way. What's understood, it don't gotta be explained. If you don't understand, then it's meant that way. What's understood, it don't gotta be explained. If you don't understand, then it's meant that way. So many questions, I got half solutions. Attacking any problems that appears to try to stop the movement. I'm brilliant, brother, but my hoodie's stupid. I used to get fresh to death till I learned the clause of living rubrics. The shining light, the son of NY. The sun is outside, cardio music, leg day for bike rides. I smell the flesh of pressed up trillions. Dead presidents being accounted so I can see good living. Purest intentions with the rap inventions. I got a sturdy mind, my leadership could impact the prisons, but I ain't put it in my future. I was out in Phoenix with Sun, it's another play in Tucson. Mass Appeal should throw me $500,000. Take a 10-point percentage and get the Lil Me's production deals. Gentlemen elevating money still.
I'm really in the mix while they sit like applesauce. By now, I'm sure you get the picture. If you look at that shit, you see I am not none of these niggas. By now, I'm sure you get the picture.
I hope you
when
do.
You look up that shit, you see I am not none of these niggas. By now, I'm sure you get the picture.
I'm sure you
when
do.
you look at that shit, you see I am not none of these niggas. By now, I'm sure you get the picture. When you look at this shit, you see I am not none of these niggas.
Obviously.
Obtain that space and occupy that space.
Much love to them.
Mad fly shit was in there too, man. I go shop up. But yeah, that night was just me inviting all my, elite rap friends, buddies, producers, photographers, homies, all that. Like, it was a night for me to show them love and show it back. And it was reciprocated real well. And I just want to give them an early peek at the which is out now project and Manifest a Pack. You know what I'm saying? Just want to get everybody together and get some good vibes going. Big drink, big smoke. Come listen to hip hop, man. He a fool, man. He get the MC and shit people love. You know what I mean? Got a natural element, natural vibe. So
Definitely.
it was just us outside, kicking it.
Definitely. Nothing but good vibes in there, honestly, man, you asking questions, but bro, why you surprising people like that? But that boy had some tracks on there that was like, damn. I'm trying to tell you, but it was real,
Shout out the tracks. What was some track names? What was the track?
Nah, I can't tell you no track name because I don't know.
See?
What's the track list?
So I'm gonna tell you, okay, my lead, and the reason I say leading, that's because the one I listen to the most. And very, very, I'm proud about the whole shit, but this one was more so my I guess you could say trending number one, which is Cleaning House. That's definitely the first one. Clean the House. Manifest a Pack, the actual single. And then third, man, it's a toss-up because it's between the two features with Curtis Cole and Yera Jordan. So I guess they're my top three, but that third is split. So that's between Enough and Shout out to Chillon Davis too. Shout out to SoCal who produced the whole Manifest a Pack. Like, I ain't finna go any longer without shouting out my boy, man, 24 Karat Dirt. Yes, I am a member of 24 Karat Dirt. I'm affiliated. You feel me? If you ain't heard that before, this week you heard that exclusively. And he is definitely all under an umbrella. And we merging in. That sound is real unique that he bringing to 24 Karat Dirt because he's really from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? If you West Coast culture, that's a very different space of music, production-wise. He giving that same feeling, you know what I'm saying? He want to work with us, so we're just about to make one big snowball effect, man, and keep listening to this shit, for real.
I got
Blessit Nafay definitely gonna have something for y'all coming out.
Something for y'all soon, but like, the closest date I can use December 11th. That's Blessed Day. But then you ain't getting probably nothing but a single. That's what I'm gonna say. And from here, just look out for me, man. If you see me in these streets, holler. Let's have a convo too. Don't be a shy nigga. Don't be a shy female. You know. But like I said,
I seen you today earlier. You was then say, hey, say something.
Right.
Oh, Jesus, not say don't do that. That's weird. You looking at me and then I get on the internet and you tell me, oh, I see you. No, say something right there. Aren't you? I respect
we
that.
wreck center kids. Talk, nigga. For real. We wreck center kids.
You had on a hot pair of kicks though. Bro, I like them. You feel me?
Word.
Let me holla at them. Where you get them from, nigga? Can I get some Cheetos?
I ain't giving you no food though.
Don't pay for the rent, bro. I drunk from the waterfront and shit. So I ain't hard to approach, man. I don't say anything though. You can't just walk and say anything. People easy. A lot of consequences with it.
When is it okay to not say no?
When is it okay
To not say no?
Once you have.
When is it okay to not say
So basically, when it's
When you got
okay
a
to say
child.
yeah, when is it okay to say yeah?
Once you have replenished your once you have replenished yourself, and you have make sure self and home, your centerpiece is 125%.
Hey,
make sure you great.
Right.
Make sure you got enough water in you to pour out.
Thank you. Say it
Don't
again.
be here with water trying to get. You gonna be out of water, dry as hell.
Right, hell yeah.
Get water.
I ain't even got to say nothing. He summed it all up. Like you said, man, got to be 100% you before you give anybody anything. If you ain't good, then you can't help it. You let them know.
In all aspects.
All that.
All aspects.
Even making brownies.
Make sure ones around you got water for you as well as you got water for them. For real.
That's deep. That's deep.
That's important. That's important.
That's what I needed right there. That's
Look. This how you know he real. This how you know he real about this though. Cause I remember he called me one day like, hey, bro, man, you know, I ain't got that water for you, man, and I feel bad. I said, man, you can't get mad at that, man. I love you to death, man. Come on, nobody sweating, man. You know what I mean?
That's what
He said, nah, bro, nah.
Connecting with the viewer. That's why I felt like doing this, it would be so necessary in taking the next step. Because like this is like I'm understanding and I'm knowing BroGawd. Like I'm not just hearing him rap. I'm actually seeing him do interviews and shit like this. This is what people miss. This will build when I type in your name in, on YouTube, shit like this pop up. And it's like, oh, I understand it. So this is connecting the fan with the artist, and it makes them want to buy your shit. You easier to consume. Like, oh, I'm definitely gonna listen to that Manifest a Pack shit. Like, so when you speak it, believe it, and receive it. You know what I'm saying? So the Manifest a Pack though. Alright, can you explain? Like, can we dive a little deep into that real quick?
No question. So it was just it's really like a forward thinking lifestyle that I was putting into my everyday doing, everyday use. You know what I'm saying? Just from the smaller things to the larger scale things, like just seeing you're gonna do a certain task, you're gonna have a certain thing, you're gonna meet a certain deadline, and you're gonna dedicate yourself to it. Just following through. Manifesting is actually putting your foot forward into what you're speaking as well, and just seeing it for wishing it. You know what I'm saying? Make it come to pass by meeting it. And the pack, that was like, that's just metaphoric for whatever it is that you want to acquire, want to obtain. And with me, you know, this musical journey, so my pack is going to be the successful, what I'm trying to say here, like the feedback, the accolades, you know what I'm saying, the money to be made, the respect the peers, the fans, everything you would want out of a musical career.
No doubt. You think the state of hip hop is in right now? Start local first.
Definitely, locally, the state of hip hop is in excellent shape. Upstate New York is the voice of hip hop right now. Like, although you hear, oh, we don't want to hear that old ass rap, it's a whole other sphere that's like, yeah, we need that. Like, that other shit, get it out of here. So, like, that's really what keep my momentum and adrenaline going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But on the industry level, like I said, I just feel like it's overly saturated to go after one style, one look.
Yeah.
Which is hindering a lot of different creativity rooms. everybody they put the focus on this one style, one sound. And it just, it's contaminating, man.
Yeah.
As far as the local,
Yeah, what you think the state is? Yeah.
Rap scene, the local one, beautiful, is flourishing. You know, as far as what it's supposed to do. Like my man said, you know, upstate New York, you know, western New York, even central New York, they got a couple heavy hitters out here. So as far as the local scene, to me, that's very flourishing very greatly. Now, as far as the industry, you know, I feel the industry in rebuild. Because like you said, you got money-driven labels, you got people who still got the same image, everybody sounding the same. Where like you said, the underground still flourishing. So before you know it, it got to be at least 2 to 3 that come out of the underground that influence the sound that's gonna break into that whole, you know, industry lane. So I believe just industry, you gotta give it some time, you know, especially the kids run music to me. So like, you know, the kids right now, they bobbing their head, but our generation still love music too. And we ain't exactly kids, so I feel like when our generation start to really put that music on that scale like the kids do, yeah, you'll see different sounds, different type of things in the whole industry. Like I said, right now, to me, it's in a state of rebuild.
So my Twitter, that's it's one BroGawd, at it's one BroGawd. My name is Manifest Impact. On Facebook, Sheep BroGawd. On Instagram, just BroGawd. And BroGawd is spelled BroGawd. BroGawd. Active on all 3. You know what I'm saying? Feature inquiries definitely come budget ready. You know what I'm saying? I ain't into breaking pockets or whatever, but this is an investment. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely take this more than serious. So, you know what I'm saying? Anything worth having, you're gonna have to spend. So,
Real quick.
My socials, I'm only on Twitter and Instagram, but you know, Twitter is Blessit Nafay 585, Instagram Blessit Nafay 18.